Okay, you're ready for the third of the 3 C's. You've caught it, you've checked it, meaning you've looked for evidence or thought about it through the perspective of a friend, and now you've decided you're ready to change that thought. You're ready to give yourself a new pathway in your brain. And the trick of this is the first time you do it is gonna feel really weird. You're like, this is lame. I don't think this is gonna work. And then the second time you do it, you're gonna be like, still not comfortable. Remember, it takes a little more effort the first few times you do it because the brain wants the easy route, the route you've already always taken, right? But as you begin to build that new pathway, it does become easier and easier. And I have to say from personal experience, I used to have a really crappy recording in my head telling me all these things about myself that turns out when I check the evidence weren't actually true. And now I have way less struggle in my life because I built some new pathways, and maybe it'll work for you. So let's give it a shot. So we're ready to change. And here's some of the things you can do to create a new coping thought, is what they're called. And so we've got the sheet here. Go ahead, go to the link at the bottom. Last one where we're going to take a peek at some paper together. And so these ones are really specific to a situation at school. And so the negative thought that comes up right away, that thing that we had to check, we had to catch it, then check it, was I'm going to fail. So this is a situation where you're going into a test. But then maybe you could write a new program there. You could write a different pathway. Say, I probably won't get an A, but maybe I'll do okay. Let's go down a little further. So let's go to my teacher is going to think I'm a slacker. So maybe it really matters to you what your teacher is thinking. That right there, my friend, is trying to predict, mind read, and predict what someone else is thinking, right? You saw that thinking trap before. So the best thing to do there is go and talk to the teacher, let them know what's going on. And yeah, maybe they will think you're a slacker, but I'm going to bet when you check the evidence, they recognize that you've got some other stuff going on, and they're going to try and help you make a situation that's successful. Okay, so you can always reach out and ask for help. Here's a classic one. My parents are going to be so upset. Yeah, parents can do that. But again, this is about you. And so we are going to recognize that trap. You're mind reading on behalf of your parents. You're catastrophizing, making it a little bit bigger maybe than it needs to be there. And so once we've checked that, then we can say, I don't know how my family will react, because that is true. You don't know. But all I can do is try and do my best. Hopefully they'll be happy with what my best performance is. Right? So we can unpack these things, and we don't have to be like, no, your parents are going to think you're a superstar no matter what. Now that might not be true either. But hopefully they will be happy with what is your best. Okay? So you can go through this list at your own pace and look through it. And then when you're done, come on back to the slideshow. And we've got a video that was specially made for you guys by the Trails to Wellness program, which is a pretty cool program you'll probably be hearing more about.